Oh my god! What the freaking hell was that?
Just save it. Yes, he is. Good boy.
Mono realizes he's on for a podium if he just relaxes here. It's a last lap.
Oh, but he's got.
Oh!
He could be gone for you.
No, Mono doesn't listen. Mono doesn't care.
But not getting you, and he's got
Mexican, and he sends it round the outside. Cody and Essendon got 3-second time penalties. Oh, they're 3 wide. Oh, I can't look, boys. Oh, BM's just sent it. Touched wide.
BM. Around the outside. He is.
Oh, he's got penalty for
what a move. What a move. Yano clipped.
Oh, he's going for another. Oh, holds it around the outside. Oh, no.
Still there. Still side by side. Oh, big there with
Toddy
balls.
Keeps it in front. But Chunky's off 2 positions here. Ujala and Greenbit's going at it. And down the inside comes Storm. Oh, he holds it. They hold it.
They're still going. Still. And then he's got the inside line for here, and he's managing, holding it, keeping space, but not giving them too much space. Bono risking it.
He's going on the outside.
Oh, what a move.
He made a move
move.
on the Alpha Tauri.
What a move. Oh, now they're going to go 3 wide. Oh, they're 3 wide. The hat's in the middle.
He's made it through both of them.
The Cyber Husky with the fastest lap on the softs, of course. Expect nothing less. Cheeseman trying to go up the inside of Christopher Attack. Oh, around the outside. Oh, he makes it stick. Oh.
Toddy's around the outside. Oh, it's not going to work. BM keeps it wide. Oh my god, this is insane. And he's going to take the inside lane. Rapid Hendo is retired in the pit lane. And guess who will be jumping back into the Colts box?
Freeway. Can he go to the outside? Tristan Pridetype breaks early. Up the inside goes Noodles. Crazy good overtake. Coming around for Rapivono now.
For Noodles on the outside. Noodles holds it in around the outside. If you don't mind, Josie takes the lead with 2 laps to go. He's definitely got wing damage. He has his front lean plate is gone. Reedy is smelling blood. Can he get him up on the inside? Oh, thank you, Cody's finally a good camera angle. Oh, great pass from Reedy. He's into P1 on his debut.
Grab the points from Mercedes here.
Oh,
He's got side by side here.
Oh my god, they really did.
And they both.
Oh, here we go.
Same situation with Daft earlier on.
Let's get goats. Oh, but they holds it. What a move. What a move.
Confidence there. Momentum. Hudak going for the move on Noodles. Can he fling it around the outside? Oh, and Hudak jumps up the inside. Oh, Hudak.
Trying to get in front of Daft. Now, Daft, all Daft needs to do is stay 3 seconds. What's Rubik doing? Oh my god.
Is he gonna this Yano? That is how you do it.
On board with Noodles, 3, 4, 5 lights. Lights out and the race to turn 1 has begun, and Noodles has actually got a pretty good start away there from everything. Rubik's jumped up to P4. JC Wells into P5, not too bad, but into turn 1. Yeah. Chrissy's put his nose where it doesn't belong, has he? No, he's been able to get the jump on Noodles, but he hasn't given it up here, Chrissy, as they go down here into turn 2, and Chrissy on the outside, but Noodles will hold on. Right now down there, Kimmy's jumped himself up to P5, Kitchi into P11, and Kahoot has dropped down to P12. How is second pole looking for you right now, Kahoot? Down into the second sector here, and Noodles is a little bit wobbly there going into the mono corner. Chrissy just will not let him go, but as you know, Mick, it is almost impossible to actually overtake here, except for that front straight. Kahoot's got himself back in front. Kitchi's dropped down. I think there might be some damage there for Kitchi.
We get
slight-
Kitchi waiting to.
Oh
and
no,
Rel
we've got,
gets you.
and we're on board there. Absolute
4 cars involved.
4 cars, and I think Kitchi has got away with it, and Hartwigger may have some damage.
Their option.
Yeah, fair enough. Betsy's boxed and gone all onto the mediums with fastest lap. He's in clear air, and thanks to Cody, our timing glitch is back. Thank you so much. Willie,
Hey,
Willie's
sorry,
wide-
I got-
Sorry, what's
It
going on?
reminded me, at some point in the race last night, on Saturday in Bahrain, the timing board and the whole leaderboard was gone.
No,
So
yeah,
it's just standard stuff.
standard stuff.
Yeah, practice free. It was horrible.
In the race too.
That's right, on board here with Rubric. Looking at the Sophia logo, he's going to get this done easily. Surely he gets this done.
Head by
Up to
the braking zone.
P3, thank you very much. Does a
Game,
little
set,
Denny
match.
Rich. See you later, and I'm away. Meanwhile, up in front, so he's got 2 seconds to go. Toast. Oh, Super has gone up to P7 there. Whether that was a mistake. Josie Wales on the inside. Kimi has let him go by. Has he?
Soft
They're gonna-
tyres, I think, are struggling.
They are. Side by side, Josie has got it done.
Who gets past Black?
Wow, Cahoot's into P8 as well. He called it before. He didn't mind being P11. Fresh meat, he sees it right down Kimi on the outside, if you don't mind. Kimi, now they're going to battle here in the turn 2, and Super just a little touch, but no, Kimi, due respect, let him go past. Does that
I gotta say,
give Kahoot the opportunity?
it does, because they're all struggling and fighting amongst each other for the most part on the soft compounds. Oh, sorry, Kimi.
I was there when Jishway made his Jishway debut in Hungary. And people will remember this moment. You'll know exactly. You're on the couch, you're watching Twitch, and then Jishway in the Ferrari in the famous 66 just lights it up into P15 before having to retire.
Oh, Noodles is in, safe
Well,
pass
Noodles
out.
is in the pits. Maybe we might actually get on the race.
What happened there?
Safety car.
in the wall.
It's Toaster.
Toaster's out.
Oh.
We've got a safety car, and he's going to have to box, which is going to be effectively our race leader. Is you're right, Noodles has pretty much got that free pit stop.
Noodles is having a look too.
He is. And he's
Actually
going
gets
to get
ahead.
it. He's got it
Yep.
too. He got it. Very nicely done.
He sealed the deal there. Managed to
Yes.
get ahead on the braking zone. You could get ahead of the other car.
Except maybe Super, who's on the hearts. He's looking to go to the end. So
That's it. So
he might actually be in prime position.
Yeah.
Looking at it. So,
Pitchy Relic
yeah.
into P8, dives just inside of Supra, gets the job done, opens the door for Kahoot. And Kahoot also goes on the outside. That's actually a really good move from Kahoot. Took full advantage. Supra was really vulnerable because of Relic sending it up. And Kitchi on the inside. What a move. How's he going to hold it out? Give room, give room.
Slight contact.
But they got away with it. Got away with it. That was a great amount of respect, and Kitchi just gets the job done up to P5. No, did he?
Well, he's going to have to drive out.
He has, and Kitchi
Is
on
he
the
gonna send
outside.
it on the
Give it
outside?
room. On the outside, Kitchi. On the inside here to turn
does he
4.
get it done?
Oh, this is great passing. That is a ridiculous overtake by Kitchi. That is send
What
that
a
to Yano.
move.
Send
What straight
that
away.
to Yano. What a move, Kitchi.
Brilliant.
Next up on the Relic. This is why he starts getting into accidents. Tries to get too aggressive and no!
Kitchi!
That was done by Relic. Every time this happens to Kitchi, he's in a position. Nah, he was spun.
Relic either. Like he was
Don't
on.
think- You had one lap.
Those softs,
and you-
yeah.
And Super might be looking to gain on the inside as we go through.
Super needs to be careful
Oh,
there.
Supra. This is.
How'd they get through that alive?
Don't worry about
Pushed him off and then a bump
Swayze's
as
just
well.
giving him a bit of a tap, and Hartwigger on the. Oh, look, these guys are playing bumper cars. Hartwigger's got the position back. Would you believe it?
How did they all
might be in
survive?
trouble for that one,
Oh,
to be
wow.
honest.
Because it's Div 1. That's why.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly. Any other div.
Debonator, Debonator, Swayze, this is where we want to race. Look at this, Debonator on the outside, Hartwigger They go
Deb goes
3
more.
wide. No team orders at Alfa Romeo.
2 Alphas
Oh.
side by side.
Debonator
Deb
on
break
the
later.
inside.
Deb
Inside,
breaks
he's got
later.
it. Wow.
Kimmy dives on
And
the inside
Kimmy
too.
as well. Hartwig has lost 2 positions in the corner. Clip that.
He's
That
gotta
is
be
going to
careful
Yano. That is going to Yano. Noodles. He got it on pole. Lights to finish. Noodles is your winner here at Hungary. And back-to-back wins for Noodles in Hungary. Willie goes second. Rubric, the owner, gets it into P3. Betsy P4 holds on. Relic, and these are valuable points for the Red Bulls as they extend their lead over the McLarens. Super great performance in P6. Deb in P8. Kimmy jumps up.
Sways takes P6
Say.
from Super for penalties.
Wow. Congratulations. Wow. Nicholas Longe, welcome to the stream at the end of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening, Rapid Racing fans. It's the old man in the commentary box this evening. Welcome you to beautiful sunny Spa for Rapid Racing League Division 1 action as we take a look around this beautiful circuit. It's going to be an absolute humdinger if you didn't miss or if you didn't tune in for Division 2. Absolute scenes, as Frizy would put it. Great racing and a fantastic result. Go back and have a look at it. Riding right on board here now with Rapid Deb in the Alfa Romeo. You can see that we've got 16, including my co-commentary. The man, the myth, the legend, SD, Mickey, thank you so much for subscribing for 2 months. Appreciate you moving into the channel. But we've got a very special guest tonight. We've got the ETE Godzilla in the house, making his Division 1 debut. I know a lot about ETE Godzilla. He's coming from a very, very great league over there in England, TIR, Beer and Kebabs. A big shout out to you, mate. Hope you're doing well. And a fantastic league over there in Europe, if not the best league in Europe, hands down. So we've got Godzilla in the Aston Martin. He's going to be partnering up with Kitchi tonight. We'll also see Supra. Chrissy's gone to the top of the charts with a 142.849. Fantastic first out for him. Let's hopefully he can get himself to the end without any fear. Supra's going out on those mediums. We've got to be able to beat one guy. Rubric obviously in the Alpinings. Willie in the Williams. Josie, Hartwiger, Betsy, Kahoot. Hey Watto, hopefully you'll get past lap 1. Swayze, Noodles, Kitchi and Jack. So 16 guys. Be my very good friend. There we go, mate. Thanks to Cottier for your subscription, mate. 2 months as tier 1. Really, really appreciate your support to the channel. Thanks also to Frizy and the impeccable Jishway for their wonderful commentary on the co-commentary that they did. And we're almost near a boost train, mate. Some subs, give some biddies, get them in there. Be the first train in RRL history, so your support is greatly appreciated here in Q1. Going to ride on board with the Mercedes there of Watto as he comes round into section 3 with a 115 low, so he's probably in the 143, 40, maybe a 44 there. Cott said he got an invite for Rubric. Might have been a bit low on the numbers. Possibly. As you can see, we've only got 16, so no Kimmy tonight. He's on the yacht with Yano by the sounds of it. But we've got a very good field, 16. Watto with a 43.7. So very nice first performance from him. Got the Alfa Romeo in the pits. Got Deb also now in the pits as well. Don't have too many of the guys around. Swayze's on a hot lap in the famous 51. Great to see Jishway making his Division 1 debut there last week. You saw the highlights there. The famous number 66, the Tifosi crowd favourite, Jishway. Congratulations, mate. Hopefully you enjoyed that. To our 15 viewers in the stream, thanks very much for joining us. As you can see, I'm going solo tonight, which is unfortunate. My very, very good friend Jack. Super Max. We got to invite those. It's the only time you can use those points for the sounds is during my stream, the Divi ones. On board with Swayze through Sector 2. Round Radion coming here into the college sector. Hugs it quite nicely. Full on the beans through the college S's. Clips out Apex there. Nice to see Kahoot just, it's actually Josie Wales getting out of the road. As we come into this very, very tricky third sector, flat out now. Foot does not come off at all. It is flat out to the old previous bus shop chicane. Yeah, my good friend, the number one division, the number one driver at AlphaTauri, no doubt about it, Mickey on the podium. Should have won it, but unfortunately couldn't get the job done. Swayze goes to P5. Good to see him in the top 10 so far. Rapid Jack. Be very interesting to see if he can keep it under 12 to 20 pens here for multiple warnings, but looking very nicely there as well. Comfortable. So a bit of a spread there, Cot, in his first outlap there with a 3-second gap. Oh, Crunchy Warren, thank you very much, mate. Swanee. Thanks very much for the donation, mate. Really appreciate those bitsies. Thank you. Absolutely. We come here to En Rouge, or as in Division 2, the Division 2 graveyard. Claimed 4 drivers last night, including yours truly, as well as Rapid DAF, JTM, and Pasta Crudicama also found his way into the wall. Thanks, Swanee. Really appreciate your support. Jishway going to bottle it at En Rouge tomorrow night in Divi 3. Him and Andy, as well as Kangaroo, having a fantastic battle there in Division 3. I didn't quite catch the Divi 4 action tonight, Jishway. Hopefully you can just quick box in there and just let me know who won tonight in our first basically official race in Division 2. Or Division 4, I do apologise. Thanks for Frizy and Jishway for doing that. So on board here with the owner. As you know, we are contractually obligated to stream the owner, otherwise we get fired in the pinnies, and he's being partnered up by my co-com, Rapid Jack. Here to the previous, coming through here, Sector 3, just a little bit hard on the juice quickly, but P2, 1/10 down. So a nice little lap, and probably good enough to get him through into the second sector, or Q2. Got a few guys there out on track. Flexo got the dub. Fantastic. Definitely stream and have a look at that. Well done to him. Good work on your first win. Is that his first win in Rapid Racing? I'm pretty sure it is. So, Hartwigger almost loses it. Out of Lacombe. The left-hand turn of, well, as I like to call it, the Nana's sagging breast into the left of no name. here onto Radion. Hartwigger steaming through here. As we come into the famous College S's. And into Sector 3. Oh, a little bit twitchy, 15-1. So he's probably on pace to get around where Watto is. Probably about a second down, so you're probably looking in the top 10. He'd probably be happy with that. Kapoop, yep, on his outlap. I will get that crunchy for you, mate. Absolutely no problems at all with the ride along. Thank you for that. He's on his outlap. I'll just keep an eye. He's coming around into the bus shop chicane. Hartwigger P8. So let's get on right along with Kahoot on his first on board, run on boards here. Looking very nice. Just a short shift up to 4th. Accelerate down. This famous flat out. Watto's retired. He thinks good enough. Just balls to the wall here from Kahoot, the reigning Division 1 champion. Willie's 10 seconds behind. He's obviously got himself a latte in Sector 3. Clipping into 6th. In here to Nan sagging breast. Into the left turn of No Name. Oh, geez, I tell you what, he got a little bit twitchy coming out there. Down here to Radion.
It's lights out and away we go.
And into the college section here. Up into 6th, braking hard into 3rd, or dropping to, drops to 4th there. Accelerates, short shift to 5th, into Sector 3. Looking just to get himself into Q2 with only 16 runners. Only one's going to get eliminated. And right now, I'd probably say that's going to be Godzilla at the moment. Braking just at the 100-metre barrier into the former bus shop chicane. Trying to get the traction as quickly as possible without losing it. Car has a tendency just to turn into that wall on the left, and it's a 142.854, good enough for P4. And I'd probably say Kahoot's going to put the Q in the rack, and he'll be good enough to move through. Running aboard here with Supra now with a 15.7. He's probably going to be in the 143s as well. Actually, no, even further than that, 46.6. So he is invalidating there. Vorno in the chat, Kahoot's going to choke. He's scared of me, I can imagine. Crunchy with the thank you to Kahoot there. Around here on Rouge, flat out, DRS. Legs wide open like a Victoria's Secret model on a Saturday night after a few champers. Braking just at that left, just before the 50 barrier, into Lacombe. Accelerating down to Nan's sagging breast, Nan's drooping breast, or whichever. The left turn of No Name. As we come down here to Radion. Right on board with Soups. Doing very, very nicely here as he goes through the college section. Less than a minute to go here in Q1. So the boys will be desperate to get their times going. Right now, Godzilla looks like the guy likely to be exiting here on his Division 1 debut. I believe that might be Willie there just in front, just giving Super a slight toe. Well, massive mowing grass out there by Willie. Zero traction here, takes it probably a little bit too wide, but probably going to be good enough for P12 and within a second. So not bad for Supra. Whether he goes again, he's not going to have enough time. So right now, the P15 and Godzilla's definitely improved. He's now within 1.2 section. Improved by 1.6 seconds on his previous time into the 143s. So Debonator, only 1/10 up. There's no time remaining and he's invalidated. So Deb's the one that's going to miss out. With our 22 guys in the stream, thanks so much for tuning in. Tony Soldiers, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate you joining us here at the Rapid Racing League. You're looking at Division 1 action right here live from the wonderful Spa-Francorchamps circuit. Probably my favourite circuit on the calendar to watch and drive at. Kitchy's retired and Deb, no point. But anyway, he will exit here. Here in Q1. So last one on track, he will be leaving us. Godzilla just on a warm down lap, no petrol, but he moves on, which is what he'd be happy with to go into Q2. So that's it. Unfortunately for Deb, he exit here. So we'll move on into Q2, and it's the Greek sushi lover Rapid Noodles with his Greek flag back there in P1, Rubric P2, Chrissy P3, Kahoot in P4, Josie Wales and Betsy in 6, Kitchy in 7, Relic, Willie and Super runs out our top 10 with a 43.350. Just keep a close eye on that into sector Q2. Rapid Jack, Hartwigger, Swayze and Watto and Godzilla makes it into the next sector into Q2. Good on from him on his debut. But as you can probably see, I'm flying solo here tonight at the moment. Might get a couple of my friends from last week to come in if they're interested. But in the meantime, just got a special shout out to my very, very good friend Jack. Missing you here in the comms, and a dedication. We miss you, mate. Wish you were here, but obviously you've got the call up, so you're racing. But for a few guys here, you may not remember, but this was the birthplace of Cahoot's Engineer. And Cahoot's Engineer had a couple of very famous weeks, if you may remember, in Hungary when he spun it under the safety car. But let's take a look back let's take a look down history, or down history lane as they like to call. Let's take a quick look at Cahoot's Engineer last year back here, and let's take a look at Cahoot's Engineer right now.
Y me llama el cocinero. Risita, ¿qué? Ve por la paellera. Venga, que las 2 de la tarde ya están aquí. Mira, el bañador, en las chanclas. Todo despeinado porque no me dio tiempo nada ponerme las chanclas y el bañador. Voy a la playa, había subido la marea. Eso. Eso. Había subido la marea con su paella. Eso. Y la encontré porque estaba la paellera agarrada. Metí entre las piedras de Chipiona, del faro. Y cuando entro en el restaurante me ve el cocinero con una paellera y a ver solamente paellera. ¡Asómate, mira dónde llega el agua! Llegaba el agua hasta el restaurante. Había subido la marea.
And joining me is my very good friend, Jack, who's been disqualified for seeing himself on the street, which is interesting. So there we go.
I was just about to start the pits, and I suddenly look down at my phone and I see like there's me in my lifeguard uniform. I'm like, oh my god, what have you done?
Exactly.
And then I next look up and I'm blocking the pits, and Cahoot's like, Jack, mate, you need a turn. You can't park there, mate. So I know. So I was moving. The minute I start moving, it's like disqualified from session for blocking the pit lane.
There you go. So he's out. So he's going out. That's one guy less. And then obviously we took a look down memory lane, and Cahoot's engineer. I think I might actually wait now for Mrs. Cahoot to join the stream. She'll be on very, very shortly, and I reckon I'll show Cahoot's engineer then, because she probably hasn't seen it. She didn't see Cahoot's safety car spin, and she quite thought that was funny. Mark Pin in the chat. Redeem. Ah, fantastic.
Here comes the money.
Thank you very much,
Easily
Tony.
the most entertaining F1 stream I've watched. Different class.
Thanks so much, Tony. Really appreciate the bids. And yeah, Rapid Vorne. Let's go, Tony. Thanks very much, mate. Really appreciate the support. So we've got about 11 minutes to go. Hey, give us some inside goss. Are we looking at a dry race, or what are we looking at, mate?
So dry race, it was full dry all the way through. When we get into Q2, and mine and Rubric's race engineer comes over saying, "Fucking European continent, the weather's changed. It's going to be wet now."
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't think it will rain, but it's getting a lot darker than it was before I got disqualified.
Before you got disqualified. So there we go. So Cahoot with a 43.8 on the mediums. You'd be very, very happy with that solid lap, but I'm keeping a close eye. 43.350 got you into the top 10. So it'll be interesting to see who takes the gamble here. Noodles, 43.8, goes top of the pops. Rapid Relic, who has been super fast this season and has been making some good headways this season. I've been super impressed with the way he's been going.
Yeah, his pace has definitely stepped up.
Oh, can I ask a question?
Last.
Was that Nicholas Longay the actual esports driver?
We think so. Because
Wow.
I've not been able to find him. If we can go on, if there's any way that you can look through all of the followers.
Yeah, you can.
Maybe just click on his account and have a look.
Okay,
Let me have a quick look on. I'll search Longay now.
There you go. Super on an outlet. We did have 13 and all of a sudden, but thanks for everyone for tuning in. Mate, I had to get that Cahoot engineer going, mate. Had to do that. So Super on his out lap. We'll see who's on a hot lap here. Betsy, no. Well, actually, he comes through the comm. Clips the inside. Geez, I tell you what, he loves this section. Down here, we're coming here to Nana's sagging breast. That's what I like to call it. Through here to the left hand of No Name. Down here to Radion. Flat out, just a slight lift and maybe a little bit tab of the brakes. It's got this car definitely hooked up as he comes into the College S's. And then into Sector 3, which is basically from this point on, foot as far down to the metal as you possibly can, and you do not lift until you get to the old bus shop chicane. Also, just get involved with Rapid with our socials. You can see the Discord, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube there. If you want to take a look at all our replays, times when I was actually competitive. But back way then, and also to our good friends at Salt.
I still hear the Nicholas _Longay. Yeah, it was him.
Oh, there we go. Esports drivers are now getting into the Rapid. Get Yano down here. Yano Otmir. Get Brendan Lee. The boys,
We've
Betsy.
already had Brendan Lee. We've got
43.9. Betsy with a 49.9. So just 1/10 separating these guys at the moment. Harwiger comes in to 10th, 44.5. That's definitely not going to be good enough to get him into Q2. So Supra's decided he's going to go with the reds, and I reckon this is not a bad call, to be honest with you, Jack. Comes through. Just a slight lock up with the braking, and 43.3 goes pole on the reds. Shots fired. And I reckon there's going to be a lot of guys that are going to follow his lead. I'm telling you now. Next up on board is Rubric. We will get to Noodles. I know that you're right along there, Muckping, and we'll get to him. So, as you know, Jack, we're contractually obligated to show the owner a certain amount of time in qualifying. Otherwise, we get our bums smacked. But through on Rouge, or as we like to call it, the Division 2 Cemetery, claimed 4 drivers last night.
And Division 4.
Division 4 Cemetery.
Same time tonight as well.
Actually, that's it. Jishway could actually put into the comments, and look at this, Rubric's invalidated. So we can actually get off him, thank Christ. So JC Wales coming through the college section here. Once again, looking at a low or high 14, low 15. Nah, 15.6 isn't going to be good enough. JC, that's probably going to get you into the high 43s, low 44s.
It's looking at about P7 or 8 at the moment then, so he's going to be in between Chrissy and Relics.
And you never dress, obviously, until you're wearing the Sullies, our fantastic sponsors. Don't forget, use Rapid25 on checkout for 25% off your first order. SullyShirts.com. You're not dressed until you're wearing the Sullies.
And guess what I'm wearing right now?
A Sullies.
Yes, because
Absolutely.
otherwise I just wouldn't be dressed.
That's it, exactly.
Physical fact.
3 seconds on the last lap we lost. Not too sure how we were talking. Oh, what? 3 on the second last lap.
On the second last lap, yeah, going up.
And on Rouge. Oh my God.
Evil Blade, Goffey, and there was one other, I think.
Oh, Goffey, the Noble Park veteran.
Kirko managed to scrape a point as well today. I was very happy for him. There was a lot of not incidents, but a lot of such a wet race, and the crossover point between the mediums and the softs was. Sorry, the medium. What am I on about? Between the inters and the wets was coming, but a lot of people tried to stay out on the inters. It was a gamble, but it just didn't
work.
Yeah.
Just trying to find someone out on track on a hot lap. We've got an AlphaTauri of Hartwigger who's done 3 laps. Obviously, he's not paying for his tyres. He's on an invalidation. This man
Watto's out on a hot lap.
Watto
on a fresh set of softs.
Fresh sets into Sector 1 up to Lecom.
Next car across the line, I believe, that is going to set a time.
Purple sector
is going to be Watto. Will be Watto next across the line to finish a lap.
Into Nen's sagging breasts. Titties. And then the left hand. And then down into Radion. He's well and truly in clear air here and is making the most of it. I reckon this is going to be in the 14s myself, Jack. For Watto. 14s, maybe even a 13, 14.5, so he's in the 43s.
He's 1.1 second up as well, so he's looking at a 143.3. So this is going to be tickling Supra's poo shoot.
Absolutely, and we know that Supra loves his poo shoot tickled, particularly on a Sunday night.
Amen.
And Watto, just a little bit squeaky outside that left-right old bus shop, and 43 flat. So this is going to start putting some pressure on these medium boys, particularly guys like Chrissy. Hartwigger's got to go. He's in P12. Josie's on an out.
Have to, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, 100%. Cahoot's going to need to go out again.
43.8. 43.8. He's on the softs. Joshua and Crunchy in the chat expecting more damage, more carnage at Rouge tomorrow. Super believes his time's good enough, so he's going to get himself an ice cream. Willie's got himself an ice cream as well with a 43.6 in the mediums, if you don't mind. Well, somebody's had their weekies this morning. So Kahoot on the reds, on the outlap. Can you just keep an eye on for Noodles? He's on an outlap as well. He's coming through. So as promised, Muckping, here's your one lap ride along with the Greek sushi lover himself, Rapid Noodles. Brakes hard just after the 1 metre board into the right-hander. Just clips on the apex. Short shifting up. Through the gears to 8. Up here to the Division 2 cemetery. Just there to the right, you'll see, and there's someone there parked there doing nothing. Maybe having themselves a barbecue. And I believe they've done some upgrades. Jack, as well. Done some upgrades to Eau Rouge. You're part of this 20 million euros upgrade.
Yeah.
For Com.
They've completely redone the whole of the first sector, effectively.
Yeah.
Oh, nearly losing it, then going into no name. Good rescues on the limit there.
Noodles into then sagging breast. Left turn of no name. Should have just put a little sponsor on there. Call that Ratty on. Jeez, he's on the limit as well, Noodles, let me tell you. How's Kahoot going?
He has just done a 14.2. He's 9/10 up. That would be enough for the moment, but with the likes of Chrissy, Cod, Sways, Hartwick and Josie behind him, he's going to be close. Kitch is out.
Kitch is out?
Kitch has
Tired.
retired.
Oh, he's okay. In the pit, so he's okay.
I think he thinks he's safe, or he's just committing to that medium stop. Quickly though, whilst we've got a second, make sure, also what I might ask you to do is, you know, on these socials get posted on the, I might ask you to possibly put the link in for the esports team's Twitter as well.
Oh, there we go, 42. Wow, that is fast, ladies and gentlemen. That is quick as you like. 42.4, box that, Muckping, super. And Frozzy, the better commentator, is on fire. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate your support. Hope you enjoyed Div 4 tonight. Cahoot's retired. Hartwig is retired. They're all retiring
Hartwig
here.
has crashed.
Hartwig has crashed?
Crashed.
Oh, no.
Crashed in.
Did?
Just going into the drooping testicle. Sagging tits, sorry.
Sagging Nana's tits. And look at this. There's more traffic than on the Monash freeway coming around here. Thank God Noodles and Josie get the fuck out of the way. Just here to Nan's. He's actually just on cool down. So, what is Josie? Is he validated or is he? That's okay. He's retired on track.
Retired on track.
Chrissy
no
is
one's
in.
behind him on a hot lap.
So there we go. So
everyone else in it. Just got Swayze in.
Swayze's in. Kenny had the time of his life. He's half a second up and knocks out Kitch. He's like the wind. Emma Fee. Oh, hang on. Mrs. Kahoot is in the chat. We've got a very special thing for you, Mrs. Kahoot. If you haven't seen this, the boys saw it just a few minutes ago. I'm going to get it up during quali for you. And that's it. So we are into Q3 and the Greek sushi lover himself, Noodles, gets himself on P1 again. So back to back, Kahoot in P2, only 1/10 behind Watto. What a performance by Watto. Nice work, P3, Josie Wales and Super. So the top 5 there, all on the reds. Willie, Rubric, Chrissy on the mediums and Betsy on the mediums. So that'll see how that plays out in Swayze. In the top 10 for the first time since... Ooh, can't remember, actually. It's been a while, mate. Been a while. Hartwigger in the chat, furious. Jim's mowing. I'm not going to be happy with you, Hartwigger. Didn't see you mowing the grass enough during that sector, but obviously too much. And let's go through into Q3. And for Mrs. Kahoot, sit back and enjoy our trip down memory lane for your man Kahoot and his engineer. Let's take another look at Kahoot and the engineer.
y me llama el cocinero. Risita, ¿qué? Ve por la paellera. Venga, que las 2 de la tarde ya están aquí. Mira el bañador, en las chanclas. Todo despeinado porque no me dio tiempo nada ponerme las chanclas y el bañador. Voy a la playa, había subido la marea. Jesús. Jesús. Había subido la marea con una paella. Y la encontré porque estaba la paellera agarrada metida entre las piedras de Chipiona, del faro. Y cuando entro en el restaurante me ve el cocinero con una paellera y a veces la vende paellera. ¡Asómate, mira dónde llega el agua! Llegaba el agua hasta el restaurante. Había subido la marea. Jesús, hay que hacer ahora con los 2 sacos de arroz. ¡Ay, llama para Sevilla! ¡Llama a Sevilla que traigo paella!
I can tell you now, Kahoot didn't enjoy it. We had some fun. Anyway, sorry, mate, you were saying? We'll talk later.
That's fine. I've got to point this out. Crunchy Swan, man. I mean, have you been living under a rock for the last 3 months? I love most of the grid rocking the classic Renault-coloured flag. No, dude, it is the Ukrainian flag. Have you not been watching the news for the last 3 months?
Absolutely.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man.
Can
Anyway.
we see the Titanic spin at Hungary?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, hang on. Who said that?
That would be Wilco.
Wilco's asked for it. He's asked for the spin. Oh my god. There was another thing. I'm doing this by myself, and I did have one for Jack actually. I did this for Jack before because he was in the comments with me. We'll do that redeemable, mate. So, yes. So, Supra, first one out.
This is why I got disqualified. Because I saw my face on the stream. I was like, what is that?
Absolutely.
That is me in my lifeguard uniform.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable.
Oh, well shot.
Hot lap. Okay, so who do you want it with, Wilco? Kahoot. Mate, this guy, and what... here he comes.
Okay,
what talent.
Right, sorry,
talent.
we missed the first couple
Just the
of
tyres are
corners.
flat spotted.
We're in Q3, we'll do it very quickly so we don't have it towards the end.
What
Right
is
then, as we come down the pedal straight into the dodgy left and right-hander here, you don't want to take too much of that curve. So if you touch that, you'll invalidate this one.
Are you on Kahoot?
Do you want Kahoot? I am indeed, yeah.
Yeah, I got him up. Go.
Sweet as. You come down into no name then. Touch that curve, nice. He doesn't take the esports line. You've not got the confidence in the car then. Into a big drooping testicle. This one's called mine, not Endo's. Mrs. Kahoot. So then as we come into this tricky midfield section then, let's see what his middle sector split is going to be. It is going to be a 14.5, so it's not the fastest we've seen so far. Super fastest with a 143.2 then. Now let's see what he's got then. This is the last drag down to the old bus stop chicane. Don't want to touch that curb or you will be sent into the wardrobe to Narnia. Hard on the brakes then just before you hit the curb on the left. Don't touch that corner. You spun this one then. You want to get a nice bit of power down. Good exit, clean. It's a 43.1.
Very nice. We've got Noodles for the... so Noodles for Yano And Mrs. Kahoot wants who for the Aussie Bogan Lap? So, Mr. Kahoot, if you can just tell me who you want for the Aussie Bogan Lap, we'll follow it through, and I believe that'll close us out. I think 3 hot laps.
Data up as well.
That was Drew, that's right. Rookie errors, mate. Rookie errors.
Telemetry, some of the rivals can see.
Actually, I've got to get in touch with Beer, because he's got that new beer telemetry, which is absolutely awesome. So,
yes, yeah. You have to, so when you get it, you have to make sure all the drivers on their settings have got you share your telemetry.
Ah, right, okay.
Or whatever it is, share your data or something like that.
Ah, right,
absolutely cracking.
I reckon it's great. I don't need to get the app. If you know the app, it'd be good. So,
I think, who've we got next come across the line then? We've got Supra's finished lap. Chrissy's invalidated. Betsy's...
Noodles in sector 2. So we've got a Noodles for Yano Hot Lap. Mrs. Kahoot has redeemed an Aussie Bogan Lap. But Mrs. Kahoot, you got to tell us who you want us to ride along with for the Aussie Bogan Lap.
Give me the boyfriend.
No, well, Coot we've already had 3 times. Surely somebody else. But anyway, so Noodles coming here. We're going to get him on his 2nd lap. Give me the BF. Mrs. Kahoot wants Kahoot. So there we go. She's requested the boyfriend, and as you know, what Mrs. Kahoot wants, Mrs. Kahoot gets. There we go. So we've got Kahoot and we've got Noodles. So that's it, guys. That'll do us. Anyone else? Watto? He's invalidated. What about Betsy? Yeah, he's doing okay there. Coming down. Geez, I'll tell you what, that's an esports line and a half if I've seen one. Through to Puwon. Must have been validated. Yeah. And then through campus. Yes. Just moved aside. Stavlo. And then Blanchimont, which sounds like a French type of cheese if it was in Belgium. Blanchimont. But he's dragging it in, so that's about it for round 1. No one else is on the lap. The owner, he's fueled for nothing. So with 4 and a bit minutes to go, yeah, so we've got 4 guys. Swayze's retired. Or has he crashed? He mustn't have another set of tyres.
Yeah, I think he's just quite happy to be inside the top 10, to be honest.
Absolutely. Well,
he's probably got a nosebleed now to sort it out.
That's it. Oxygen mask. Yeah. Oxygen will fall from your Ferrari. He's not too sure what to do with the top 10.
Flipping Nightbot trying to time out Mrs. Kahoot for 600 seconds. My goodness
me. So we're waiting for these boys. In the meantime, is the final been sorted, mate?
It has.
And when will it be, buddy?
It will be this Friday evening British time, Saturday morning Aussie time.
What time?
It's going to be 8 p.m. British time, so it's between 7 or 6 o'clock, depending on where you are. Sometimes it's a bit earlier.
No, we've still got so it's 8 p.m. British daylight savings time. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
British daylight savings.
Ah, Swayze was in the top 10 last week as well.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Lights out and away we go.
They have a love-hate relationship.
Exactly. OSL Esports, thank you very much. I'd probably imagine. Oh no, that's OPSL. Geez, I'm getting confused with all these boys. But yo. So that is going to be, I think it's about 7 a.m. our time. 7 a.m. is 8 p.m. BST, I believe.
Yeah.
I think that is. So tune in Saturday morning for the final, where the Rapid boys go head to head. Who are we knocking off this week?
ERC.
ERC. They're meant to be a pretty good side. And what's the winner get? The glory of knowing the greatest esports team on the planet?
Where this is...
Absolutely, OSR Esports, thanks for joining us, mate. Hey?
Where this is the first kind of trial of it, I don't think there's any prizes as such, but I don't want to confirm that because I could be completely wrong, but there will be...
You generally are, Vorno. You generally are.
But there will be some prizes for when we restart doing the championship. What is Kahoot doing? He's taking out every single break marker. Does he not like this?
He doesn't like this, but anyway, where's Noodles, by the way? Because I've got Yano. Who's first, Kahoot?
He's just...
Kahoot okay, Kahoot. Well, we've got to get Noodles. Because we can't do both of them at the same time. So, unfortunately, Mrs. Kahoot, you're not going to get your boyfriend. Because we've had it. So, Noodles is coming through. And we have to get over to the very, very famous Yano for his hot lap for the night with Noodles. Thank you very, very much for the redeeming there. Let's go through. Yano, it's over to you. This is Yano. Riding on board with the Greek sushi lover Noodles for this hot lap. Around Le Sauce, which you put on La Hot Dog. Coming down here to the En Rouge, or as we like to call it, the Division 2 Cemetery, which climbed the Rapid Pujala, Rapid Def, the Pasta Cruz de Cama, and finally, I can't remember the JTM, which sounds like some kind of headphone. Anyway, coming down here to Le Com, which you, as you know, Jack, you use to brush your hair. And then coming down here to the, as we like to call it, Nan's Sagging Tits. So Nan's Sagging Tits. So Nan's sagging tits, as you can see now, to the left-hand wank here, coming down here to poo on, which is what you do in the poo toilet. You do a poo on the toilet. Then down in here, Yano doing very nicely commentaries here. As we come here through the campus, Yano's got some great stories to tell you, Jack, about what he did on campus with the Victoria's Secret models, if you know what I mean, Jack. Now coming down here to Stavelot, which actually is named after the town where Spa-Francorchamps is. Then coming down here to Blanchimont, which is a type of cheese that you put on the hot dog. After you've put on la sauce, on the la hot dog, you put on the Blanchimont. Then down here, flat out, in at gear, the Rapid Noodles, doing very nice into chicane. It's so much better when it was called the bus stop chicane, because you could do the bus stop, do the bus stop. Anyway, cross the line, and Noodles goes P2 with a 142.493. This is the gospel according to Yana. So that's it. We are all over, and guess who's on pole? By the looks of it, Chrissy is the only one that I can think can probably... Oh, he's invalidated. Willie.
Still on a lap, coming into campus.
That's it. Show us your Willie.
Very wide.
Absolutely wider than a... That's it. But he's still not invalidated. He's the last one that can be able to actually get Kahoot. Coming here through Blanchimont. He's into the chicane. It's such a boring name, chicane. And Willie coming across the line. Is he got it in him? No, he hasn't. Wow.
I think that was P4.
And I think P4, and that means we're going to get our current Division 1 champion, Godzilla, with a big smile. Thanks so much, mate, for joining us in here. We are going to get him. He's done it again. Super Max, Super Max. So let's get Kahoot in here. Let's take a look here, Kahoot. In the who said that this is the Renault colours? That's the Ukrainian flag,
Crunchy
mate.
Swan.
Crunchy Swan, that's the Ukrainian flag. Rubric in P2, Noodles, the Greek sushi lover in P3, Chrissy, Betsy, Willie, Josie Wales, Watto, and Supra. But I'm joined in the commentary box by our pole setter, Rapid Kahoot. Congratulations, mate. Got the job done.
And that's pole position. Yeah, no, fluke. I think Rubric and Noodles flopped their
Yes.
I definitely think they flopped their laps.
And obviously the main person that was going to get pole position accidentally got disqualified.
Yes,
yeah,
which you better
yeah,
go.
yeah. We can't forget that. No, but at the end of the day, Josie's been having some wheel problems, so for me, it was a matter of, okay, well, look, I'll see what I can do. I think I was maybe 5th, 6th fastest, so I didn't expect that. It was a good lap though, so
Good stuff,
I'll
man.
take it.
Congratulations.
I stopped at the last corner. I reckon I lost half a tenth, and I was like, nah, that half a tenth's gonna cost me here. And when Noodles and Rubik came across the line, I could only do a 4. I was like, it's just Will. And then the rain hit on the last lap, and screwed over Will a bit. But yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
It's lights out and away we go.
And welcome to the chat. We've got a new guy, but anyway, Kahoot, congratulations on the pole. But as I always say, mate, you dance on Saturdays, you get paid on Sundays. I'll let you get back.
Yep.
Get your
My engineers not here anymore, mate.
Yeah, well, mate, don't underfuel the car like last year. I'll let you go. Vorno, I know that you need to jump back in the car, mate. Good luck. Thanks for joining me. Leave you to it.
You.
And these boys can get themselves out. So while they are getting themselves sorted for the race, let's hand it over to Crofty with his guide here to Belgium. Take it away, Crofty.
Based in the magnificent Ardennes countryside, Spa hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925. This historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike. So it's welcome to the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps then, a historic 19-corner circuit with a lap distance of 4.35 miles. There's over 100 meters of elevation change here, and with long stretches of the lap spent flat out, a good top speed will be vital for success. And as all...
So thanks, Crofty. Getting in there. A little bit lonely. I'm pretty sure that I can get a couple of my good friends to jump in the co-coms box with me. Just see if they are available or they're quite enjoying sitting down doing nothing tonight. We'll soon find out. Looking forward to a stunning race around here around Belgium, round 12. While we're doing that, let's just take a look quickly at the current standings. And you can see here, Noodles currently is our Division 1 leader on 138 points. Relic on 126. Kahoot on 123 after that crash in Hungary has put him in P3. Betsy P4 and Hugh Daff, who's currently on sabbatical, rounds out our top 5. We take a look at the constructors here as the boys round out to Sector 3. And the Red Bulls have a very handy 47-point lead, and Betsy and Relic have been working very, very well in tandem, and I expect them to do exactly the same here in Belgium. McLaren in P2, Mercedes and AlphaTauri boys, and Alpine rock out our top 5. The boys are on their way. Kitchi, we grow. Rapid Swayze, I'm not too sure what you're doing. Absolutely, he'll be back in mid-May. Probably going to be too far back. They are absolutely heaps of them. OSR, plenty of leagues. If you're looking for racing, join up us in the Discord. We opened our 4th division here in Australia recently. In fact, we've had our 2nd race. That happened previously here on a Tuesday night, 7:30. So if you're getting involved, take a look at our socials, Discord, Facebook. And as we grid up here, 26 viewers in the chat. Thank you so much for your support. Can Kahoot take it from pole to the lights out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lights out. The race to turn 1 has begun. Kahoot's got himself a nice little start and was able to get the jump. Going to take a look through the field, make sure they all sort of get through cleanly as best as they possibly can. Looks like we've got no carnage as we go through the Division 2 cemetery. Kahoot leads the way. Not a lot of jumpers here at the time as we go through. Definitely lifts. No one taking it really flat out. Swayze was a little bit haphazard. Coming down here into the Kemmel Straight, into Lacombe for the first time. Boys sort of line astern, sort of feeling each other out. Doing quite nicely here into the Lacombe. And then down here to Nan's sagging breast for the first time. We ride on board with Josie Wales. Watto's got himself up 2 positions in those reds, which is going to definitely help him on the start, but looking for that safety car as we go through Poowong for the first time. And while we look at our on board, our championship, Relic has got our first from multiple warnings, which would come as a surprise. We would have banked Tris. We've got a yellow in there. That's Supra. Has he been able to regain? He has. He's obviously come a cropper there through Poowong. Meanwhile, out in front, Kahoot is storming away, trying to get out of that DRS zone with Noodles, who's just clinging on. Less than that 1 second. PC to Xbox Crossplay OSL has been confirmed. It will be in 2022, I've been told, but it has been confirmed by the Cody boys. So, lap 1, Kahoot is our race leader. Noodles in P2, Chrissy P3, Rubric P4, Betsy P5, Watto in P6 and Josie Wales in P7. Willie, Swayze, Relic hand out the points.
Lights out and away we go, and it's
massive big welcome to you, Warrior Wasp Racing. Wasp Racing. Warrior Wasp Racing, welcome to the channel. Rapid Racing League Division 1 live, round 12 from the Spa Frankenshot down here in the Kemmel Straight for the second time. And Noodles needs to get himself back here into Lacombe. Needs to start putting some pressure here, or Kahoot's going to run away with it. Down here to Nana's sagging breast. Noodles doing quite well. Into the left hand of No Name and down into Poowong. Meanwhile, further down there, and Watto has been our best performer so far, up 2 positions. Rapid Jack from P16 to P12 just got a little bit twitchy out there and has gone wide. So, Xbox Warren, Xbox. If you want to join up, if you're on the Xbox, you're looking for a race, we've just launched our Division 4 that had their second race tonight at 7:30. We've got 4 divisions, all Australian leagues. If you're looking for an Xbox league, please jump on in, mate. Our Discord, just go to the apostrophe socials and I'll bring up our socials for you. Meanwhile, Swayze has not had the time of his life. He's out. Will that bring a safety car? No, virtual safety car. Came a cropper, Swayze, unfortunately. Just social. Yeah, that's it. Don't put the S at the end. Thanks very much. So, just a virtual safety car. I reckon Super is probably looking for something a little bit more. We're also a line of sterns here with the virtual safety car. Wondering where my good friend Mickey is. Come on. Get in. Get in. Can't do this by myself. So, virtual safety car here as we ride on board Josie Wales and Willie. So, all sort of feeling each other out. Be interesting to see what Chrissy, our DRS is now enabled. We've gone green racing. Chrissy definitely here in the box seat. If there's no virtual or a safety car is probably what he doesn't want to see. Plenty of VRS there to deploy as he's now within 1 second of Noodles. Noodles clinging on to Kahoot, but Kahoot is sort of dancing away with it at the moment. And there he is, Rapid Jack with his first 3 seconds for multiple warnings. The man gets penalties like confetti. No worries, Jishway. Thanks so much for doing the comms for us in Div 4. Appreciate it, buddy. You sit back, you have a beer, and enjoy the show, mate. Absolutely. So Kahoot coming down.
Lights out and away we go, and it's
welcome back. Oh, geez, I tell you what, you guys and your names. Can you not just come up with John Smith? It's a lot easier to pronounce, but I'll give it a crack. So, Baxton Cots. I bet you that's pronounced wrong, but anyway, Baxton Cots. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the follow, mate. Welcome to Rapid Racing League Division 3. Rapid Jack has just jumped it through there. Noodles with a spinner. Rooney is all the way back down in P11. And my brother from another mother joining me in the code comms. Mick, thanks so much for joining, mate. How are you tonight?
Might be dropping in at a bit of a random point, but that's all right.
That's all good, mate.
Join in and see what's going on.
Noodles on the inside. He's come a cropper there. Coming through the Lacombe. He's now into P10 and the battle begins. And this is playing into Cahoot's hand, who now has a very, very comfortable 2-second lead over Chrissy on the mediums.
Let's say what happened in Noodles. He actually had a really good start. Was into P2.
Yeah, no, I think he's spun while I was looking at the screen, unfortunately.
No traction does catch up the best of us sometimes.
Crunchy, sizable dog Romulus in the box. P2, number 1 AlphaTauri driver. Hartwigger for multiple warnings. Probably out there mowing some grass, I'd imagine.
Plenty of grass to mow at the one of the longest tracks, if not the longest track on the calendar. I think the longest calendar track's now Jeddah, actually.
Yes, Jeddah's the longest, but obviously Spa 7 kilometres in total.
Yep.
So you'll be able to obviously hit the spectate button, not like Jishway, as people would have
trust
known.
me, I
yes,
trust me.
yes. Just wanted to make sure because we had Jishway making his Division 1 debut in the Tifosi, the famous number 66.
Supposedly Cahoot spun. Cahoot's lost it somewhere.
Oh no, he's only 2 seconds. He's 2 seconds.
Okay.
He's okay. He's just holding it out. So.
Oh, never mind. My game freaked out.
I did it. Meanwhile, Betsy has got himself in rubric. He needs to stick in this ERS, or Betsy's going to swallow him up like a lollipop. Coming up here to, as I like to call it, to the Division 2 cemetery. And also Division 4, apparently 3 in one corner.
Wow. Yeah, I was going to say it's a
Betsy open. It is. Rubric holding it through. He's just got ERS. Chrissy doesn't have it, but he's been able to hold it through. And he's dropped another 4/10 on Cahoot. Down the line, Josie in P6, Willie P7, Relic in P8, Hitchy P9. So who was making a dive there?
It looked like because Betsy and Rubric are now within about under a quarter of a second at that point. Betsy had a look at the inside there, but didn't go for it.
There you go. So Godzilla making his Division 1 debut. And Rapid Jack there, P11 and P12, Super P13 trying to get back in within 3 seconds. The Debonator, P14 and Hartwigger, all the way down there and last. The 2 Alpha boys will not be enjoying it down there. They will be praying for a safety car at some stage.
Given Div 2's race last night, it wouldn't surprise me if we saw one more.
That's it, Jishi.
Again.
The Alpha boys in the box.
Yeah.
That's who we are.
The Alpha boys in the box.
Is Jishi Alpha as well? I'm not too sure.
No, he's Haas.
He's Haas. That's right. He's he drives with Mazepin's money.
yeah. He drives the Schumacher car too, because of course there's a difference. It's like the 1 and 1 on the Halo is the Mick Schumacher's car, and it's just the Haas logo. It's Mazepin's, but I always see him in Div 3 on the 1 and 1 logo. So.
And he's having a very nice season. Him, the Andy who's come in Kangaroo, I reckon they'll be battling it out for Div 3. But meanwhile, here,
definitely.
And the problem is Noodles is way back there in P10, so you're probably going to expect Cahoot, if he can hold on to here, will be our championship leader as we head into the Australian Grand Prix break. 2 weeks off. This is the last race for 2 weeks.
Gives everyone a lot of time to recuperate and just gives everyone a bit of time to just play the game more casually and to, I guess, for if you're doing like a career mode run like I am, gives you more time to go, oh, okay, yeah, this works. Because of course the game does feel quite a bit different from last year.
Yes.
And I personally didn't do career mode this yet.
Right, okay, but we've got a 4-way dance here. Noodles and Kitchi have decided, you know what, let's tango. Kitchi
They went side by side for a bit.
They did, through Lacombe. Down here to Nana's sagging breast. And Kitchi holds on. So, going to be plenty to play for. These Div 1 boys running side by side. Betsy and Rubric doing okay. Betsy's well within that. Chrissy has now got that gap within 2 seconds. 1.6.
I didn't realise you about that curve so much.
Yeah. Good point.
Looks spooky, those curves.
So either the Reds are starting to wear thin for Kahoot, or Chrissy's now starting to manage just to close that gap ever so slightly. Betsy within second though.
I've got to be honest, the soft tyres, he'll be screaming to get this replaced, because in my experiences, I started the Div 2 race last night on 8% softs. That was from a hot lap and out in lap sort of thing. And by the end of my 7-lap stint, so he's on lap 7 now, they were on, the front left was on 60+%.
Well, there you go.
So, he's going to be struggling big time.
Yeah, he will be. So Chrissy's now within 1.8. Oh, we've got Noodles. So Kitchi or Jack, who's that? Josie Wells in the box, Super now in the pits as well. Going for the mediums, I can imagine.
Yeah, the mediums can last. You'll be pushing it a little bit. A safety car would bolster that chance. It seems to be that every car here is stable through Eau Rouge, which is nice to see, because of course we had a lot of incidents there in Div 2 and Div 4.
That's it, the Division 2 graveyard, the cemetery. So Noodles and Godzilla. Noodles is trying to get past Kitchi.
He's got Rapid Willie up in front, who's giving him a generous tow in the Williams.
Yes, he is.
Which will complicate things, because it's a bit of a DRS train. The DRS is incredibly powerful up that back straight.
Absolutely, On Camel Straight.
Rapid Jack.
Yep. So we've got a four-way dance up there for multiple warnings again. The man, as I said, grabs penalties like confetti, that boy. So Relic in P6, hunting down Watto, having a great race, Watto. Unfortunately, a disappointing ended on lap 1, and ironically, it's Relic that did it. He did, through campus.
But he did a brilliant
Stablo. Willie spun it. We copped that, and Willie has been able to get it back, but he's in a lot of trouble. He's going to have to spin it. Oh, look at this, just doing doughies. But that's not good for Willie. Meanwhile,
only P11.
Yep, but Kitchi, Noodles has been able to get past Kitchi. I reckon that was off-putting for Kitchi because he was in front. He was the car right behind. Noodles took full advantage, gets himself up to P7. Watto in the pits, getting off those reds. He'll be going to the mediums to get him all the way to the final checkered flag.
8 laps on this meeting. Either my problems could have also been setup related, but the Cinco would continue on those softs. Oh man, he's got balls. I'll say that much.
Absolutely. So meanwhile, hang on, Betsy's on a charge here. I think he's got Chrissy here for lunch.
Does indeed.
Oh, that's it. Cheese, chicken and mayonnaise. Betsy, eat it up. Done. Through Lacombe, down here to Nana's sagging tits, and Betsy now in P2.
Is that what they call this corner now?
Oh, I do. Nana's sagging tits. We do. I do.
Interesting.
Then the left hand of no name, and then the poo on the toilet or poo on.
Just call it the Geo spinning extravaganza.
Yes,
we've got an alpha that's on somewhere.
Somewhere. Yeah. Deb, is he still there? He's given Watto team orders. Team orders. Well, Super is going back as well. Watto has got himself out. There's something going here. Deb's lost it. So
he's back mowing grass, but he's back on track.
But guess who is about to get into DRS? Betsy is on the charge, lighting up the timing sheets like fireworks on New Year's Eve in Sydney. Betsy doing a very nice job down here into the Blanchemont straight.
Well, Kahoot box. Kahoot would be well advanced.
Kahoot's got to be boxing. He's got to be boxing now. He's box. Betsy takes the lead. Chrissy follows him through. So the medium's taking over, and this is now Stratwise. Mick is playing into the medium's hands.
It will, but of course those mediums are going to have to. They're going to have to go in at some point.
Yep.
Of course, depending on when a safety car drops. If a safety car comes out on lap 13 and they have to pit, what are they going to do? They're going to go on meetings again, or they're going to go on hards? Because softs will not last that long.
No, they're not. Exactly. We've just seen it. So Kahoot, he'll be going to the end. Josie Wales on his hard. Noodles is pitting. He'll come out probably down past Watto. No, he'll clear Watto, so he's in P12. So Watto. So Betsy, right here in front. Chrissy, not leaving him out.
say Cahoot's come out pretty good in P8.
Thanks, OSL, mate. Really appreciate your support. We will definitely shoot through a link down in... Oh, you can't actually, otherwise Nightbot will ban, but we'd love to take a look at some of your guys and look at your racing, mate. We'll definitely keep an ear in Twitch for the OSL boys in Australia. So Betsy, Chrissy and Rubric, top 3. Relic down 4 seconds, down a bit further. Struggling a little bit, Kitschy in P5, Godzilla P6. Doing very nicely if you don't mind. Rapid Jack, who's let Godzilla goodbye, obviously. Oh, God, jeez, I tell you what, Jack was getting a bit twitchy there. Coming through, Stavilo.
9 laps in those softs, though. If he has been going with those softs for that long.
No, he's on the mediums. So.
Oh, I was thinking Jack, sorry.
Yeah, no, Jack's on mediums.
Oh, mine is on reds.
No, he's on mediums, mate. I think you're in the wrong box. Anyway.
Ooh,
OSL. I'll get it right.
Billy spun.
So Willie spun again. He's down. He's not having a good night. He's not having a good night. He's going to be well and truly out of the points. We've got a yellow car in sector 3. No, nothing to worry about. But Rubric, the owner, I think the owner's going to have a little piece of Chrissy into the Lacombe, which you brush your hair.
Betsy, actually.
Oh, jeez, I tell you what. Into Lacombe, which you brush your hair with.
It's super close between them.
It is.
They're going to be
absolutely.
One of them will probably make a mistake. This track requires a lot of concentration to get right. And a lot of these curbs are just, they throw you off so badly. The spinning that you can get through some of these curbs is just insane.
Yep. Hartwigger's been able to get Noodles, or whether that is Noodles trying to get past Hartwigger through Lacombe. I'm not too sure about you, but Nana hasn't had this much action on her sagging tits for a very long time. Side by side, Noodles outside, give him room. Oh, Hartwigger, but he de-accelerated, but gets the job done. Noodles into P10, nice and aggressive from the sushi-loving Greek god.
Very
into
P10.
P10.
If I say so myself.
Absolutely.
I remember in the 2019 Belgium Grand Prix,
yes,
made a move like that on someone. I can't remember who it was, but he made a move like that, and it wowed Crossy back then.
That's it. So Jishwa in the chat, Yano. Yep, definitely be clicking that to Yano. Probably be in the overtakes of the week. Brought to you by Sully's. You're not dressed until you're wearing a Sully's. But meanwhile, up front, Betsy, Chrissy, and Rubric having themselves a three-way. And down here,
It's lights out and away we go. And it's
Josie
10 laps on the soft relics.
Mate, you are looking at the wrong thing. They're on mediums, buddy.
Yeah.
I think that you've jumped in and it's mucking up on your tyres.
It has,
so,
yeah.
Josh Camper, thank you very much for the follow, mate. Welcome to Rapid Racing. We are live from Belgium, round 12 of the Rapid Racing League Division 1. The old man joined in the commentary box by my very good teammate, the number 1 driver of AlphaTauri Division 2, SD Romulus.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were going to say?
Oh, no, it's all good. I was just going to say that actually the three-way battle is still ongoing.
Absolutely.
Amazing concentration from all of them.
Yep. It's what you expect from Division 1. The best of the best. That's what we want them to be. Battle hard but fair. So pretty much everybody's on mediums now.
From what I see on your end, yes, yeah, they're all on mediums, yeah. On my end, it's still showing some of the soft for some reason. So,
if Hutto's saying 42.7 as a lap time, that was, oh Jesus, I think it was P3, P4, 42.7.
Something in that ballpark, yeah.
Yep, something like that. In quali, trim. So Chrissy's dropped, Relic's got himself into P2. Rubric is the owner.
Yep, as Chrissy dives into the pits.
Yes, into the bits. Box. Yeah, maybe he's going for the undercut here.
Undercut, yeah, I don't know how well that works, to be honest. Of course, I did a single stop and I wasn't really aiming to get past anyone. I guess I was ahead of Cruder, I was ahead of him after the stop. So yeah, it's hard to say if it will work, but it'll be very interesting to see what he can do on these tyres.
Through Radion and on Rouge, onto the Kemmel Straight. outside of
Noodles.
DRS. Chrissy is on the reds, comes out just in front of Josie Wales. But more importantly, Noodles is coming through P9. Relic has just come out on the reds for the first time and will be hunting Noodles down like a rabid dog, I reckon. Watch Relic. Absolute watch Relic, as he's even got DRS coming out of the box, out of the pits.
And that DRS. He's not using much ERS though.
No, he's not.
A bit above 300, but that's so powerful in that straight to the centre field.
Absolutely.
Look how much closer he is already. Is he on softs now, isn't he?
He's on softs.
Yeah.
He did box.
Look how much closer he is already, and it's barely been into the halfway to the track so far.
True. So 10 laps down, no safety cars. We've only had the virtual safety car. Jack has the box. So right front, Betsy, Rubric and Kitch, all three need to box at some stage, making Kahoot the effective race leader. And if we take a look at him to Chrissy, we're looking at 4-ish. 2, 3, 4. 4 seconds. The 4-second gap between Kahoot and Chrissy. Now Chrissy is hunting him down. Rubric needs the box. When he's going to do it?
Betsy's box, which is interesting. So he's going in at a more opportunistic time, if I'm going to be honest. Those softs will be less suffering by the end of the race. Of course, he will come out still in the upper part of the top 10. Well, actually, no, the lower part. Actually, there's plenty of cars coming through.
So
Betsy comes out.
Jack's boxed. Betsy, let's take a look at where he's going to come out. He's probably going to come behind Chris.
I gotta say, Noodles, shout out to Noodles setting 2 consecutive fastest laps. That's some amazing stuff there. Relic's got past him, but he's definitely very pacey in his own time.
But Relic has got past up on Rouge.
But he's got DRS, Noodles.
Let's see what he can do here. Mediums versus Reds. Sales past him. Chicken, cheese and mayo.
Braking zone too.
Yummy. Get some sushi out for Noodles. He's eating that up for breakfast. Through Lacombe.
Well, they're still fighting. It's still very close going into the saggy tit.
The saggy tit, now the sagging tit. Noodles. Down to the left hand of nothing. Down here into Poo 1. Oh, geez, Relic's on the inside. They're going side by side, but Relic thinks better of it, thankfully, because that could have ended in absolute carnage.
Fortunately, there's a tarmac runoff back around there, but
yes.
You definitely don't want to get a penalty.
No, you don't. You do not. 30 people in the stream. Thanks so much for watching us. Rapid racing here from the beautiful Spa-Francorchamps circuit in Belgium. 13 laps down.
Waffles.
The land of waffles.
Relics might make a move on Noodles.
Relic is down here through Blanchimont, which sounds like a
be ahead by the corner.
He's got it. Beautiful work.
Noodles still catching up though. He might break ahead.
Is Noodles doing the DRS shimmy?
Maybe. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
DRS shimmy wants to just get in front here. Meanwhile, up in front, Kahoot. Yeah, so Kahoot has finally got himself into P1. Chrissy P2, Betsy and Rubric is going to come out in P5. So him going out and holding out for 3 laps has cost him 2 positions.
Well, Betsy's going to go ahead Chrissy here into the RS zone.
Yeah.
Camel straight. Marvelous stuff. Well and truly ahead by the braking zone.
Rubric just on the outside, got it done. So
2 overtakes on the back on that straight. Excellent stuff to see.
Yeah. So Rubric Noodles didn't get past Kitch or Relic, so Relic was able to hold it back. So maybe those yellows have seen better days. But
yeah, I think so at this point. Yeah.
8 laps, 1.5 seconds. Can Betsy get that Honda-powered, or as I like to call it, the Viagra-induced lawnmower engine? Jack with another multiple warning, throw the confetti.
Out there in P11 as it stands. He's actually not too far behind Waddington, actually. Him and Waddington are super alive in a good battle for last points paying position. Is Waddington mowing the lawn? Yes.
Is he?
He was. He's really wide heading into that double left-hander there.
Jack's looking on the inside. Willie might, by the way down there in P15, might as well pit and fire up the Barbie, mate, because you're not getting points. So
Oh,
Kahoot.
mate, safety car could change that.
Oh, very true. Very, very true. But Kahoot in front. But look at Betsy. He's now got it to 1.2.
If Betsy doesn't take fastest lap, then I'm going to be shocked.
Absolutely. He's got to take
Yep,
it. And he
he's
has
got it.
144.7. Chrissy trying to stay within the DRS. He's within a second. Rubric, further 3 seconds. Josie Wales, a further 2 seconds. Relic in P6. Noodles. Jack's been able to get past. Oh, he's a three-way dance down the short front straight.
Who's going to be the latest
Jack
breakers?
Watto inside.
Hartwigger had a really good line there, but unfortunately it's blocked by Waddington. Yeah, he could have gotten both of them if Waddington was more on the inside. Oh, we're going to go 3 wide.
Three
up
wide.
Rouge, aren't we?
Oh boy. Oh, strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to get spicy through the Division 2 cemetery. Willie's got Deb.
Willie.
He's got a
Willie's
pass.
fastest lap.
Oh, look at this. Jack's gone so far right.
Oh, he's held on.
He's held
Some
on.
slight contact.
Oh, Kitch Watto. Sorry, it was Watto there. And Jack. Geez, I tell you what, great respect shown there through Lacombe. Jack was able to hold it.
That three-way battle's now a 5-way battle. Godzilla has just dived on the inside.
Godzilla on the inside. Takes
just
advantage.
Oh,
On the outside, Cod. Welcome to Division 1 Rapid with a fantastic overtake. Yano clipped that. Unbelievable pass through Puma.
Super gets past him as well.
Super has, so Hartwig is dropping back very, very quickly, unfortunately. Got all out of shape. So Super got a pass, Cod got past, Watto and Jack was able to maintain. Meanwhile, up in front, Relic on Josie on the outside into the old previous bus.
Noodles looking at it too.
Noodles as well. Jeez, I
At it too.
think he's going to get him here on the short front. Josie Wales, 7-lap old. Oh, wow. Jeez, I tell you what, Josie, there's one thing that was dangerous. But Noodles has got the job done into La Sauce, which you put on, as you know, La Hot Dog. Down here into Radion.
Why isn't that corner we're going through called La Hot Dog? Why didn't they do that?
That's
Yeah.
it. La Sauce onto La Hot Dog. And then
And
into
Rouge be called the bun.
The Bun. That's it.
Yeah, La Bun.
La Bun. Even though we're in Belgium, we're speaking French.
Yeah, I mean they do speak French in one part of the country. It's definitely the half. So you see,
all
really
Dutch, aren't they?
causing yellow flag.
Yes, we're all Dutch now that Max Verstappen was originally born in Belgium and then moved to the Netherlands.
Yeah, the Netherlands has made a conquest.
Yes,
a special operations.
Special
in Belgium to take
operations.
over.
That's it. Up front, Betsy has got past Kahoot into P1. Didn't see that job done, and Chrissy's got him through as well. So Betsy in front.
Oof. Yeah, it's looking
Kahoot
super
struggling.
close. Kahoot's struggling. Chrissy's looking very racy.
he is,
That
he is.
3-second penalty is not phasing him at all.
Yep. And look, true to form, Chrissy either does two things, as you know, wins or crashes. So let's hope it's the win this time. Yep,
Well, let's hope
Betsy
it's a
P1.
podium.
Sorry? Well, let's hope it's a podium. A
yeah,
finish.
podium
A
would be
finish
lovely.
would be good. A finish would be good. Coming through here.
He's gonna make a dive.
Oh, beautiful.
He's done it.
Yano, clip that. Oh, please clip that.
Supra's out.
Supra's out. Safety car, perhaps? It is. Safety car and Kahoot. That came out at the wrong possible time for Kahoot. Unless they can get out in front of the safety car, which they have.
That's given Josie and Kitch a good shot, though.
It has done just box into the reds.
I reckon Noodle should have done the same thing. I don't know why Noodle's letting him
That's
his
taking
head.
Kitchy. The problem is he's now going to be stuck right. No, he'll actually get the wave by from the car because the leaders have gone through. So he's going to actually get the wave by, which he has from the safety car. So Noodles has the opportunity to box. Meanwhile, Kitch, Jack, Watto, Hartwigger, all the opportunity to box onto the reds with 5 laps to go. Interesting strats are going to play out. A lot to play
Absolutely,
out.
yeah.
A lot
Some
to
people
play
might
out.
choose to stay it out just because they might be able to keep ahead if they keep their ARS levels high enough. I know that didn't work for me, but in the case of Swayze, who's retired from this race, unfortunately, he managed to hold on very well from Div 2 win last night.
Yeah, exactly. Was it Swayze, wasn't it?
It was indeed.
Yeah, exactly. Never to do Div 2 again. he's back where he belongs. Got himself a little bit of, crashed late, but got the confidence back, got the win, which is what we were hoping to do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if he got that good momentum going, I mean, as much as it didn't work out for him this race, at least he knows that it'll work for him in future events. Given we've got 2-week break, plenty of time to practice, plenty of time to get into the rhythm of things, or even just to stop playing the game and take him on with it. Either way.
Maybe we'll just take an opportunity to just take a look at that pass, just that was done before. That beautiful pass by Chrissy as we come down here from Blanchimont, down here, brakes just absolutely at the right mark, and you can see gets it through, and we are away.
Perfect line through there too.
Line,
yeah,
perfect line.
I like the little replay graphic you've done too.
Thanks very much. Appreciate that. A lot of hard work went into that. And
the replay logo,
the replay logo, which I just stole off of Google, but anyway, we do that. So
hey, if it's free, it's free.
It is. But that was a really, really good pass there by Chrissy, which has got himself up. So they're all taking it through Cahoot's box. Chrissy will obviously, Chrissy's taking the opportunity to get soft reds, which has allowed Rubik to go to P1 behind Relic. So our top threes, is this going to bite him on the arse? So Betsy in P3 on the fresh.
Is this going to bite Rubik on the arse? I think it will. Depends on the age of his tyres.
Well, let's take a look. If you take a look, Sector 3, Rapid Deb in 14th is just entering Blanchimont. So he's got a long way to catch these guys up as these guys come through Lacombe and onto Ned's second breast. So they're not going to catch. They've got at least one more lap under the safety car.
Indeed, yeah. Which will make it effectively a sprint of sorts. Because if anything, they'll make it more chaotic because it's a now or never moment for quite a few of these people, especially those who are having penalties right now. Yeah, they'll need to be as quick as they can and ideally be in clean air.
Yes.
Dirty doesn't affect the cars in this game. Cole Wilco says, race blown apart now, yeah. And I guess that ties into what I said before. It's now a sprint. It's just a crazy 5-lapper multiplayer lobby, but with the added bonus. Yeah, multiplayer, but with the cleanliness of Div 1, because usually Div 1 is cleanest elite.
Exactly. So, it's not right, Mikey. No, Mikey.
I had something better to say there, but I lost my train of thought. I'm tired of the outside. So.
There we go from Blurb. Geez, Blurb's now on the... How's this? Blurb's actually now on the moderator list. Okay, Nightbot has no safety barriers at play.
Nightbot's got no chill.
Exactly. Strikes again from Mrs. Cahoot. Absolutely. No, Mikey. No. Can't believe it.
Toto. Oh, I thought does it mean like for some reason it's like an edit of like that Toto
song. Someone claimed it, so...
Yeah, but I genuinely thought like it'd be like playing like Roseanne in Africa, but like with no Michael, like, you know, like edited and everything, like people do with tracks these days.
Very true. Very true.
Crunchy says he walked away for 2 minutes. What happened?
So La Supra crashed at Lacombe, and we're now on a safety car.
He wanted less sauce for the hot dog.
He wanted less sauce for the hot dog. So the red Mercedes safety car. So we are going to go green racing at the end of this lap. Now that Deb has discovered that the right pedal makes the car go faster, and we spoke that Willie wouldn't get points, and he hung around and look.
He's 13th, but he has a penalty.
13th. Well, he does have a penalty, and as you know, we don't show the penalties here. We'd like to keep the audience on the edge of their seat, but there is one thing that's for certain: the guy in 10th has the most penalties, and we don't even have to look at that.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, he just gets the penalties, and it's just track limits. Again, it's so hard to be able to keep within track limits, because you got to do that for how long are these races? About 15 minutes to an hour, right?
Yeah, true.
And you've only got realistically 2 mistakes you can make. For how fast these cars go, if you don't have a setup that you feel 100% comfortable in, you're screwed. You're going to get it.
True.
I mean, I got 2 on the first lap. And then didn't get a single one for the rest of the race because, well, first one was going wide at La Rouge. I just had a brain fart. I forgot what the corner was called. yeah, La Rouge. And me and Chris racing side by side. No, I'm not going to bump into them because that corner is just going to destroy our races if we have contact up there.
But let's take a look.
Anyway.
Yeah, true. But look, Rubric, Relic, Betsy, Chrissy, Kahoot. Godzilla on his debut has got himself into P6, which is a fantastic effort from him. Noodles P7, Josie, Kitchi, Jack, Watto, Hartwigger will be looking to try and get some points, but that penalty is going to definitely play with those last 2 laps as we're going to go. And the thing about it as well, Nick, is this race is now going to be decided purely on pace, as DRS will not be enabled in time. So safety car in this lap.
You're going to hope for a clean rank and file exit when the safety car drives off into its respective little hiding spot.
Yes.
Because of course in Div 2 I mean, we haven't had this happen often, sometimes in the lower divisions, sometimes even here. A lot of the cars will bunch up really close to them, sometimes side by side. They'll start off late what it should be.
Punjab Jack is very fast outside the track limits, absolutely. If it was a race on the outside track limits, Jack would win every day. So, let's see what the owner's got in store for us up in front.
You know what? I want to say, I got to ask, track limits, if it was on standard, how many people would still get penalties?
Jack would get them still. Betsy up on the inside has got a job done. Now, I'm just going to see, is Relic going to hold up and let Betsy through? He is.
He's not.
He is. He's let him through team orders.
He's let him through, yeah.
He's let him through team orders, 2 laps down to go. Chrissy is going to be held up. The communication from the Red Bull boys have been brilliant this season. And the communication to Relic is hold Chrissy up, do not let him pass. I reckon Chrissy's got other ideas as we come down the Kimmel Straight.
They're not that much faster going down the Kimmel Straight, actually. They're about even on pace, actually.
Very
interesting to see.
Just held out. Noodles has got himself into P6 over Godzilla.
Good move there from Noodles.
Good move. Josie Wiles is probably going to be Godzilla's next.
Oh, that's an alpha and all. That's an alpha. It's Debonator again.
Chrissy's up. Chrissy's got past Relic on the outside of Nan's sagging breast.
Turns out Tell Esteban defend like a lion hasn't quite worked out.
No, true. But Chrissy's now got himself to P3. And I'm telling you now, Betsy is going to get the fishing rod out. He's going after
Kahoot.
the Oh, where is he?
Kahoot makes a move on the inside.
Oh,
that was super smooth.
Relic has dropped from P2 to P5 in the space of 10 corners.
Yeah, and Noodles is catching up too, because Relic's had a bit of a moment there coming out of that exit, and that's not going to bode well for him at all.
Down to Blanchimont, Noodles is looking to grab Relic by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah, that penalty, it's going to cost Relics massively there with the penalty.
Yeah, absolutely, but in the meantime, Noodles on the outside, Relic holds him in. Just keep your eye up on the front with Betsy as we go into lap 21. Cod got a little bit squirmy out there. Noodles is going to go.
Spun. It's
Hartwigger on the. Look at this on the outside, please, Noodles. You don't. Oh,
he nearly pulled it off there.
He nearly pulled it off. Up front.
He's got DRS. Oh, he doesn't DRS.
He doesn't. There's no DRS. Remember, this is purely speed. Betsy up in the meantime. I've got to watch this. I'm sorry, mate. I missed it the last time. Betsy. Rubrik's squiggling around like Mr. Squiggle on a whiteboard marker. Through Lacombe, Betsy in P2 trying to get it. Noodles has got the job done and we missed it, unfortunately. But he's up to P5.
Oh, Relics has actually fallen back quite a bit.
Oh, he has, all the way down to P12. What's happened? Did he lose it? We'll probably talk to him a little bit later on. But meanwhile, up the front, and Rubrik in P1, Betsy P2, Chrissy P3. Betsy has one more lap, one more straight, I would imagine. Rubrik doing everything in his power to keep that car in front. Jack, more confetti.
Lights out and away we go. And it's
I gotta say they're even
Native
on
Aussie
ERS level 2.
Welcome to the chat. Sorry?
They're even Betsy and Rubrik are even with ERS as well, so it's just gonna be the better exit going up the source going into Erouge, sorry.
Oh, there we go. And Kahoot, look at this. Can he get it through from here? He's within 0.2 of a second. Is he going to dive it on Chrissy here on the outside?
He's got the momentum. He needs to brake later.
Oh, no, please don't tell me this. That is going to Yano. Clip that. Amazing.
They've had overtakes on each other.
Wow.
incredible. Like, DRS last lap.
DRS last lap. Want to take a look at that. Take a look at Kahoot as he made that overtake on the outside going into the chicane. Amazing stuff by Kahoot on the Rapid Racing replay. Betsy, does he have the courage? Does he have the pace?
He's got
DRS.
He's going to do it.
Rubric.
Dash his sunset.
Wow,
It's not
out on
gonna
the
get
outside. Can he hold it on the outside?
He's
Rubric
out.
doing everything. He's got the pass done. Betsy's taken P1. Amazing pass. Amazing
Still one
pass.
more opportunity.
Yes, there is.
He's now going to fend off Kahoot, who's looking very racy behind him, side by
On the
side.
outside, through Nan's sagging breast, as we go through the left-hander. Meanwhile, Hartwig is going through to P11. Chrissy wants a piece of this as well. Betsy's been able to get 1 second out through Puwon.
Is that what it's
Up into
actually
the campus.
called?
It's Puwon.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, exactly. Through the campus chicanes. What did you think it was called?
I don't know.
And then through here to Stavlo, which is actually named after the town that this track is at. So there you go. And then
Yeah.
up Blanchimont Straight. As I say, it's the cheese that you put on the sauce that you put on the hot dog. But
Yes.
Betsy, meanwhile, has it through. We're going to hold board here with Kahoot. Can he get the job done?
I reckon Kahoot could. He's going to make
gonna
a very
take
ballsy
throw.
pass.
He's going to take it on the outside.
Slight contact.
But on the outside, but Betsy, through, there's going to be a three-way dance, and Betsy goes through, Kahoot's P2, Rubric P3, Noodles gets the P4 with Chrissy on the penalties. That's cost him valuable points. Kitsy P6, Godzilla, great performance, buddy, in your first race at Rapid Racing. Watto, Relic, Hartwiger gets that valuable point. Josie outside the points of McLaren. Rapid Jack and Deb finally. So Betsy and Relic, but what a win by Betsy. 2 laps. That was
Commanding.
exciting stuff.
Took the lead and never looked back there. That was flawless from him.
That was
and I gotta say,
ridiculous.
Kahoot's last corner pass.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That took
was
balls.
fun.
Absolute balls.
Absolute insanity there.
Vorno washed, get out. Betsy.
Hey, well.
Vorno washed, get out. Next level, boys. This is the #1. I don't care what anyone says. The #1 Division 1 Australian League on Xbox. Bar
This is why the scares
none.
Div 2 drivers.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
why they did 2 boys. That much room, and you got it. Unbelievable by Kahoot. Who was that? Was that Godzilla got driver of the day?
He did, yeah.
Well done to him.
P6,
Absolute P6 from wherever he was.
7, sorry.
Okay, I don't care what you say, but that dance has got to go. That is just, you know what? Great to have it. Crunchy Swan with the
I don't know who it was in the
Renault colours.
chat before the race that said that they wanted 15 seconds worth of penalties from me.
Yep.
I delivered.
You delivered the 15. We said
The 15.
The 15. You get warnings like confetti. Hey, boys, can you invite our top 3 if you don't mind, so I can run this through? So
Absolutely.
our winner, Betsy, fantastic race from you. Rubric's joined already. Kahoot in P3, Rubric, our podium placer in P3. Noodles, the Greek sushi lover, in P4. Chrissy P5 with that penalty has definitely cost him. Kitchy in P6, great to see him back in the points. Godzilla on debut in Division 1. Congratulations to you with the P7. Watto P8, valuable to get himself for the Mercedes back there with the points. Relic with a double points for Red Bull, which is going to come into the constructors, which we'll take a look at a little bit later. Hartwiger gets himself in the points. Great work by you, Hartwiger, in P10. Unfortunately, Josie Wales unable to get to the points. Rapid Jack with the one thing that he's won is the penalty count, which he does most week. Just 15 seconds. Deb,
They wanted
Willie,
15 seconds, I had to do it.
yeah, Willie, Supra, unfortunately, and Patrick Swayze, as we say, not having the time of his life. So that's it. Our boys are in the chat. Let's get ourselves over to Victory Lane. Where's Kahoot? He's not here. He's gone out to Mrs. Kahoot, giving her a kiss. I think Kahoot is. Oh, there he is. There he is. So let's go.
Refueling.
Yeah, probably refueling. He's definitely refueling.
I'm out of battery. I'm out of battery.
Out of battery. Out of battery. Let's move over to victory lane and let's take a chat with our top 3 place getters. Let's start with P3, or actually, no, let's start with the race winner. Betsy, mate, an unbelievable move on that last lap. Rubric did absolutely everything he could do to hold you back. He was moving around like a marble, but you got the job done, Betsy. Congratulations. What a win.
Thanks, mate. It was definitely entertaining. I think the best move was when I overtook Rubric on the outside of the last corner. I wasn't even expecting that.
Yep.
But yeah, it was great fun.
Yep. So look, obviously the strat worked for you. You started on the mediums, got to the reds. There was no safety cars until late, which obviously played into your hands a little bit better. But you just seem to have so much pace on those reds over, everyone in the track. You seem comfortable. I mean, look, I'm not too sure what more I can say, but mate, fantastic win by you, and fantastic win for the Red Bull team. Valuable points towards the constructors as well.
Yeah, thanks, mate. With the setup, because you can do so many laps on the soft, I kind of set the car up for the soft over the mediums. So it was just about being comfortable. It doesn't need to be like a time trial time. You just need to be comfortable. The more comfortable you are, the better.
Absolutely. I'm just going to take a look at the standings at the moment. And look, 12 points was separating you between Noodles. I think you're obviously on the 25 and he'll come down to the 12. So going into, that's Betsy. No, you're coming through 8 points on Kahoot. Yeah, you might be P3. Relic, unfortunately, didn't have a very good time in P9, so he hasn't been able to close the gap. But you guys had, a 47-point gap on McLaren, and Josie actually didn't score points, which gives you guys more of an extension. So the constructors well on hand. But we did notice that one Relic may have edged away and let you go by. Was that a team call?
No, I did tell him on the safety car to help me out a little bit.
Yep.
But I saw him got a bad exit and I could not let Rubric get away. So I was just like, I couldn't even speak to him. His mic was muted or something. And I was like, just don't even fight it. As soon as I came beside him, he knew what was going on.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Let's move on to P2 and probably one of the most unlikely dive bombs I would ever see on the last corner from our Division 1 champion. If anybody, look, I just want to say goodbye to Kahoot, because once the owner goes into a private chat, we may not have Kahoot anymore, because I'd imagine that high chance that the owner may be having some stern words to Kahoot saying, hey mate, I'm the owner. You don't do that on me in the last corner. P2, congratulations Kahoot. Tell us about your race.
Well, Rupert just messaged me, sent a photo of him crying, so sorry, mate.
Oh, boy.
No, look, yeah, I'm not usually that aggressive, but last lap, and had some straight line speed, kind of went to outside, inside. I really did feel like Daniel Ricciardo. It pushed me onto the curb, but I think at the end of the day, it'd be something we look back on going, all right, mate, good on you, mate. I'll get you next time, mate. Kind of thing from Rubric. But no, it was awesome racing. Yeah, he defended hard. Obviously, the safety car once again does not work for me ever in this bloody game. I swear to God. Had it come out a lap earlier, I would have been able to have Betsy and Chrissy behind. But it didn't. So, quick shout out to Betsy, mate. I got a what do you call it? The gold lounge seats for the overtake on Rubric. So, and also shout out to Chrissy. He raced really fair and hard as well. But yeah, absolutely. You make the right call though. Absolutely. As soon as we turn this stream off, he's coming to my house and doing some mean things to me. But look, you have to go. Sometimes you got to go for it. It was good. There may be a little bit of bumping, but Rubik likes that with me. So I'm happy with the P2. Apparently, Kitschy fucking sorry for the language, but sideswiped Josie, which is waiting at points. But I don't know too much about it. But
I was behind Kitsch on that. And I'm afraid to say Josie shoved his nose up the inside at the end of the camel straight, and
Well, like I said,
contact model.
yeah.
You've got to think about it. Yeah, I've
look,
raced an incident personally, but it was unlucky on Josie. I did feel sorry.
Yeah,
for him on that
absolutely.
one.
Yeah, the
Good driving
was
from
horrible,
absolutely
but-
everyone though.
Yeah, everyone raced awesome. I noticed a certain Alpine did not get out of the way for me though. Jack, I thought we had a better relationship than that, but it's fair enough.
No. My better relationship is the fact that I want to keep my job in Rapid Racing League. And if you think I'm not gonna listen to my teammate and owner, you got another thing coming. Mate.
Yes.
It was a good move on you, mate. You fought well, so
Yep,
good
very
on you,
good.
mate. Good on you, mate. I'm happy with the P2. Shout out to a few of hopefully you got a few of me overtakes at the end there. Me and Betsy were flying, but it was good racing all around. Good racing all around. It was actually a lot more enjoyable. And guess what? My engineer didn't tell me to underfuel the car, and I had enough fuel at the end, so that was great.
Mrs. Kahoot actually got to see your engineer, so there is in the highlights. Good luck go watching back. That you knew that he was going to make a
content, mate.
Content. It's all about content. So let's move on to P3, the owner, as we like to affectionately call him. Rubric, mate, you led into the last lap. You did everything that you possibly could to get Betsy to stay behind you. Obviously, Betsy goes, you know what? I'm on parole. I don't give a shit. I'm sending this goddamn thing on the outside. And then in the last corner, Kahoot goes, I don't like my job. Stuff you. And sends it. So you go from P1 to P3 at the end. But, mate, look, you must be happy with the podium. Tell us about your race.
It was... that whole race was just fucking intense between me, Chrissy, and Betsy at the front before we boxed.
Yeah.
Chrissy just sent it on the inside. I was struggling on that one corner.
Which one?
The downhill right-hander.
Oh, Nen sagging tits. That's what we call it, Nen sagging. Yep.
That's where they kept sort of getting me, him and Chrissy and Betsy. But once we got through that sector, I'd pull out a bit of time going onto that back straight. But
yep.
Yeah, running like 4-3 wings or something, or
I was flying, right? No, I was running 5.
What were you running? What were you, Betsy? You were running what, 11.2 or something?
No, I think I was 7.6.
Yeah, I was 6.6. So pretty similar.
There you go.
Yeah. I turned my wing down, my front wing down after I got onto the softs, because understeer on the mediums is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, sucked out.
So Omar Rose, just to clarify for you, Betsy won, Kahoot P2, Rubric the owner in P3, but assure you that Betsy and Kahoot won't. What, mate? Hang on. I'm just talking to the chat. Okay. Excuse me, Rubric. You may be the owner, but I'm the boss, and this is my show. The sooner you realise that, the better we all get on. Continue on, Rubric. I do apologise. Continue.
So anyway,
I do apologise if you're the boss.
That's who I am, mate.
The real bosses, mate.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, and then obviously we had a good battle. Those guys, didn't box. I boxed later, so I had fresher soft, so I thought I'd stay out. And I was sort of hoping Relics would stick with me for a little bit so I could gap them, which I would have because I had a lot more pace than Relics.
Yeah.
But once he got that bad exit and I saw Betsy behind, I'm like, I was sort of hoping the safety card stay out for one more lap, so there wasn't any DRS. I reckon I would have kept him behind.
You would have. Yeah.
No, I would have hit him.
Yeah, that you did. So
you did.
Slightly. You also hit me, so I guess we're even.
Full
absolutely.
It's returning a favour, mate.
Exactly.
Oh, mate, absolutely.
Rubric, was that?
I'm like, how much more can I park this on the curb, man?
Yeah.
This guy's like on the grass on the curb.
If it was simulation damage, I had a red underboard because of you, mate. Thank you.
Did you?
Well, mate,
no, I would have if it was sim damage. Yeah, absolutely.
If you're talking about that pass that Kahoot sent, he sent that from Portugal. That's how far it came back.
I'm not surprised.
No, it was ridiculous.
Yeah,
but it was a good pass.
I don't know. I just did everything I could to hold them up, but obviously
the
older softs.
So there you
couldn't get the exit out of that corner.
That
Mickey,
pass that I did on you, was that like on the last corner on the medium stint? Was that okay, or was that like sketchy?
It was a bit of a send. I thought I had you covered.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I kind of went to the outside. I went went to the inside, then went to the outside, and then centered on the inside.
Considering
what I did, mate.
Considering what Kahoot did, that was the cleanest pass you ever made on them.
Hey,
there we go.
hey,
Oh,
mate,
dear.
you gotta get your elbows out.
I think.
I'm pretty sure they were out, man.
They were definitely out.
They were.
I think if we just take a look at the stream here, boys. In fact, no, that was actually, yeah. Here's the last lap, boys. If we take a look at the stream, you can actually see Betsy taking Rubric out in the comp. It was a very nice pass from Betsy, let me tell you. Unfortunately, I didn't get Kahoot's dive bomb at the end. But yeah.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Theater mode.
Oh,
Theater
yeah.
mode. Rubik's on theater mode right now.
Yeah, it was a bloody good pass. May I just say, Betsy?
It looked
well
good
done.
from my perspective. Yeah, it looked awesome.
Absolutely. So that on the Rapid Racing League replay, brought to you by
I
Sully's.
was talking about that one. I was-
You're never dressed till you're wearing a Sully's.
Yeah, mate.
Sorry.
Use Rapid 25 on checkout for 25% off. Thanks
I'm
very
naked
much.
from the waist down, but I'm still dressed because I'm wearing a Sully's.
And that is a picture, Vorno, that not me nor any of our guests.
I'm not surprised.
Our viewership's just gone from 29 to 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. Yeah, because the rest, because all the other 19 people have gone to my OnlyFans.
There we go.
Rapid OnlyFans.
There you go, Mick. Anything to? Oh, Crunchy, thanks very much for the donation. 100 bits from you, mate.
I'm just happy to be in another comm session.
Thanks very much for joining me.
Happy to witness quality racing once again. It's always been quality racing across all divisions, but
that's it.
The cream of the crop.
And Jack, I mean, thanks for joining me in the qualifying after I put your face and it got you disqualified.
Technically it was your fault, but honestly,
here you go.
I said this when we were in the middle of the, I think it was the second safety car.
Yes.
Commentating does not give enough praise to how close and how competitive that grid is. You don't realise it until you're actually on the grid yourself and you're being dropped by half a second each corner by everyone.
Yep.
But honestly, amazing to be back. Amazing drivers and amazing comms as well. Thank you very much. It was really good to be part of again.
Well, let's wrap it up, boys. From myself, Rapid Bajala, Mickey, thanks very much for joining in. Vorno, again, Betsy. Congratulations, mate, on the win, that valuable win. And as we go into a 2-week break, next week, no racing from Rapid Racing. We are taking the week off as the Australian Grand Prix is on. And we're
tomorrow,
all
though.
What? But
tomorrow, Div 3.
Oh, here we go. Mick's just giving himself a plug. Tomorrow night from the beautiful Spa. And Mick, if you do not refer to the downhill right-hand corner as my nan's sagging breast, droopy tits, then you'll be fired from Div 3. No, Mickey will be taking on the Div 3. Is Frizy going to be guest commentating you by yourself, mate?
I'll see. I usually just sort of have it as like a last minute sort of thing because I know he's really busy with a lot of things and like he's now an admin and everything. So I don't want to like have him do too much. So
exactly, but good luck on the Div 3 at Jujishwe. Thanks very much to Omar Rise, Pajala, good comms, mate. I deliver. That's what I do. It's just, you know, people.
You're the man, mate.
Of course I am.
What's that, mate? Yeah,
that's just.
If you raced as good as you do comms, you'd be P1 every week, man.
Mate, I am. When it comes to, let's be honest, mate. When it comes to commentary, I am the Jarno Opmeer of comms. That's who I've got. So anyway, that's it. That's me from me. So from myself, Rapid Bajalik, again, Betsy, congratulations. Kahoot, great dive bomb at the end. Rubric, great to get that podium. We're on a 2-week break. Hope you guys enjoy it. Tune in tomorrow night for Division 3. Until we meet again, guys, it's lights out and bye for now. Hey, do we sign off with Kahoot's engineer one more time, do you reckon?
Yeah,
boys?
go on.
Let's do it. Okay, boys, we're going to sign out with Kahoot's engineer. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Until we meet next time, lights out and bye for now. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Y me llama el cocinero. Risita, ¿qué? Ve por la paellera. Venga, que las 2 de la tarde ya están aquí. Miren, bañador. En las chanclas. Todo despeinado porque no me dio tiempo nada ponerme las chanclas y el bañador. Voy a la playa, había subido la marea. Había subido la mano con su paella. Y la encontré porque estaba la paellera agarrada metida entre las piedras de Chipiona, del faro. Y cuando entro en el restaurante me ve el cocinero con una paellera y a ver solamente paellera. ¡Asómate, mira dónde llega el agua! Llegaba el agua hasta el restaurante. Había subido la marea. ¿Y tú? ¡Ay, qué hacemos ahora! Con los dos sacos largos.